Hi, this is Aishwarya. Welcome back to my Holy Grail series. This is Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. Will this be my new Holy Grail? Let's find out. With sponge on one side and brush on the other. So the way to use sponge is wherever you want less coverage, you do this. It will give you the most sheer finishing. And wherever you want more coverage, you squeeze your sponge and you do this, pressing the product into the skin. So that's how it looks on the side of the sponge. I have a mole here. You can see how much coverage it gives based on how much it's covered the mole. It's looking a little faded, but it's not covered the mole. And on the other side, I'm going to use a brush. You can see how the mole was looking previously and how it's looking now. Let's see if this foundation doubles up as a concealer. So I'm gonna apply a little here. And let's see if it would hide color around the mouth. It's okay. Many women have it. There's no shame in it. So whenever I want more coverage, I really rely on my fingers. Let it sit there. I will let it semi-dry and then blend with a sponge or a brush. So that way we get more coverage. It didn't cover my dark circles fully. But then again, I didn't do any color correction. Okay, you know what? I'm going to switch off all these lights. There's a little bit of texture I have here. So it's not camouflaging all the texture, but it's not amplifying it either. If you're seeing this foundation be a little dewy, it's coming from my skincare. It's not this foundation actually. If you were wondering about the skin prep I had done that day, I did this. Johnson & Johnson Baby is a really good moisturizer for dry skin beauties. It sits beautifully under makeup, and the thing is, I've been using it since many years. I can judge a new product more accurately if I use this as my base. I have tried Clinique Moisture Surge. Many people have recommended that to me because I have dry skin. Embryolisse and Johnson & Johnson Baby Cream work the best for me. Really take your time and work the moisturizer in. Be Minimalist Sunscreen SPF 60, and I've been using this sunscreen for a while now, so this is a good basis of judgment for me. It looks a little white at first, but as you keep blending, it blends in beautifully. For primer, L'Oreal Base Magique Primer. You can skip primer, but the thing is, I have dry skin, so when I'm using a mattifying foundation, a primer is a must. And there's a beautiful primer, my third bottle. So that was the skin prep. Okay, coming back to the review. I'm gonna swatch the foundations that I have that are a yellow undertone, and we're gonna compare that to this Maybelline 128 Warm Nude. This is Lakme Beige, lighter yellow than Maybelline. And this is LA Girl Nude Beige. बादामी रंग के बारे में हमने बात की थी कलर थ्योरी वाले वीडियो में. So this would be बादामी रंग. बादामी रंग से भी और light yellow. A very pale lemon yellow. Wheat yellow. गेहूं रंग अगर आपका है तो ये वाला yellow आपके लिए better है. Chambord Vanilla 300. This is badam. This is wheat. And this is haldi. MAC NC42. Like that little yellowy, little orange mix kind of. These are different shades of yellow. And all of them are actually my shades. All of them work for me. आप देख सकते हैं shades बहुत अलग हैं. But why they work for me is because they're all yellow undertone. So this is my winter shade. This is my normal round the year ये मेरे को suit होगा. और LA Girl इस foundation का texture मेरे लिए workout नहीं हुआ, लेकिन ये actually मेरा skin color काफ़ी अच्छे से match होता है. And this is my summer tan shade. This and this, these two. Let's talk about glass half full. You can see here, it does double up as a concealer. I would skip concealer and just wear this under the eyes if I was to wear it every day. Is anybody looking for a demi-matte finish, drugstore price, good shade range in drugstore? And one thing I really liked about Maybelline Fit Me is they have an option of buying it for 300 rupees. The 18 ml small tube, the squeezy tube, you can just pop it in your handbag, spread with your fingers, do it in the backseat of a cab. Let's talk about blending, shall we? If you're looking for something to head out the door and you just want to spread it with your fingers, within like 15 seconds you want the whole thing to be done, then this, not 15 seconds, no foundation is that easy, but within 30 seconds maybe. So this will not do that. You'll have to spend a minute or two in blending it. Let's talk about glass half empty. It's not glossy foundation. It doesn't give you glass skin finish if you are looking for that. Like for example me, I'm looking for that. It says it's medium to full coverage, but I would say it's sheer to medium coverage. You can build it up, but In the past, whenever I've applied 3 layers of this, it started getting cakey. What am I looking for in a holy grail? Glossy AF. Medium to full coverage and something that glosses over the uneven texture, doesn't cling on to my dry patches, wears beautifully throughout the day, and that does not dry my skin out. I know, it's a tall ask. Can this deliver? No. I do love the shade match. It's a really good match for me. But no, I'm not gonna buy it again. It's not that glossy finishing that I'm looking for. In terms of coverage, I can adjust, and because I have dry skin and this is meant to give you matte finish. One thing very unique I noticed about this foundation is that whenever I wear it for about 3 days without applying primer, makes my skin look a little dull. So my skin has a little bit of natural shine to it. Like my skin looked a little lacking in luster department after 3 days. But whenever I use it with primer, it's fine. If I'm using it with primer, I can use it a week in a row, and my skin, when I remove the makeup, it looks exactly the way it was in the morning before I put it on. So that's something unique. And the first time when I applied it, temperature of my skin in this area and in this area, it increased. Just in the areas where I've applied it, if I touch it, it was much warmer, and other areas it was, after about a week or so, temperature didn't increase, but maybe my skin got used to it. So that's something unique that happened with my skin, but then again I am sensitive. You can buy it on sale, and that's how I recommend you buy it, guys. Select your shade when something is not on sale and add it to the cart, keep it there, hit buy when it goes on sale. So this one is 550 rupees and the maximum sale I've seen is 25%, which will come around 419, I think. This is 660. Maybelline is baby company of L'Oreal. The difference between these 3 foundations, this is matte, this is dewy, this is demi matte. I'll tell you the discount prices. Okay, 25% off prices. On 3 of them, I've seen 25% off. So this is 419, this is 570, and this is 899. In terms of shade range, Maybelline has a much better shade range than these 2 over here. Next is Rimmel, and last is L'Oreal. So that's the comparison with its contemporaries. So while I was researching this foundation, there is another foundation that caught my eye, which claims to be very dewy and glossy, and it gives you that skin that I'm looking for. So which foundation is that? Tell me in the comments below which one you think it is. So shall we do some online shopping for that? We'll also continue playing our guess the shade game there. So for that, click here right now and you can watch my other reviews here. Links in the description, how to select the shade, cheat sheet techniques to select the shade as well.